Hi guys, so I wanted to try to make a quick video. So I've been seeing the things that God has bringing restoration to in my life, and it just got me thinking that, for so long in the struggles that I experienced, I felt like maybe God, he was the one that maybe didn't want me to be well. When we go through different experiences in this life, particularly pain, we can feel like, God is the one, like, behind this per se, or God is the one that doesn't want us, to be well, or whatever the case may be. I started thinking about this in my life, and I look back at what my life used to be to, where it is now, and I just was thinking about the joy that God has been restoring in me. The fact that, I can smile despite everything I've been through and despite how the enemy really tried to, I believe, um, destroy me. The fact that I can smile or smile so big, like that joy that God has restored in me, it comes from Him. Like, He's the one that brought that smile back. He's the one that, put that joy back in me. And so I look back at my life and I look at it and I see the enemy. He didn't want that. And he attacked hard for years to try to make sure that I would never reach this point. I remind us, he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He tried to steal my joy, to kill it, to destroy it, and so many other things. God, He wanted good things for me. He wanted me to be well. I didn't understand that because we learn so much about God and we're taught so much about God in the church, and we go through different painful experiences and we question and we wonder why, but I look back and I'm like, God is the one who's brought me to this point. God was the one that wanted to bring me to this point. But the enemy was attacking for years, and what I really do believe is the enemy, he is constantly attacking. And we see that. We see that just if we look into the world and we see the pain and the destruction and the suffering and darkness and evil that exists. I believe he's constantly attacking, and I look at my life and I believe he was constantly attacking because, as I mentioned, like, I still will deal with some of the attacks, but the only difference now is that he has been attacking so long and so hard for years that I've come to understand how he has worked in my life as God has revealed certain things to me. But I guess that's the message that I want to give to you guys, that I started reflecting on, is God wanted to bring good things into my life. God wanted me to be well. He was the one that restored that smile in me, that restored that joy in me. Like, I want you to think about that. Like, I really believe that when I'm smiling, when I feel all this joy, and same for you, I really feel like God smiles with us. I really believe that. I believe it makes him smile to see us so joyful, and to see a smile on his children's faces. But like I said, God was the one that restored that in me. I believe it's the enemy attacking for so long, so hard, trying to steal that and anything else he could. What I have been questioning is when I see people going through different things similarly to like what I have been through, if I'm watching a similar thing happen where the enemy is attacking them, but God is the one that wants to bring good. God is the one that wants to bring restoration. God is the one that wants to bring healing into that situation. I talk about this all the time, but what I didn't understand is God, he wanted to love me. He just wanted to love me for so long. He is the one that wanted to build me up. He is the one that wanted to encourage me, to bring peace into my life, because he is peace. He is the one that wanted to bring good into my life, into those situations that the enemy had used to attack for so long. And I think that's what I want to communicate in this message. I really believe, as I've looked at my life, that the enemy, he was the one that was attacking for so long. And like I said, I really do believe the enemy is constantly attacking. If you think about it in that way, like, I think of the enemy, and I think the enemy honestly is ruthless and constantly attacking, yes, not only believers, but non-Christians too. Just God's creation, right? The people he has created, to turn them away from God and try to exalt himself above God. That's what I believe a lot of his agenda is. But I look back and I really believe it wasn't God that, wanted me so down in my life, but it was the enemy that was trying to repeatedly knock me down and keep me down and take me out. And I don't know what you're going through, but I think overall in this message, I just want to tell you, if you're going through something, if you're going through pain and suffering, if you have been through different things in your life, I want you to know that God, he wants to love you in that pain, in that situation, to comfort you. He wants to bring good into that situation, to bring healing, to bring restoration. And I want you to know that he wants to do that because he loves you, simply because he loves you. And I want you to understand he wants to do that not based on what you have done, but again, because he loves you. Because you're his creation, because you're his child, because you're worth everything to He wants to love you. And I believe when we are in His presence and He is filling us with His love, showing us His love, that there is a healing that happens. The enemy doesn't want you to experience that. If you're going through something right now, I want you to know that He is the person, God's the person that wants to love you, wants to bring restoration and healing, and give you His peace. That when you're going through pain or suffering, you wouldn't feel like God is the hand per se behind it, but that the enemy, he's the one that attacks. God is all things good. He wants to bring good things into that situation, into that circumstance. But the enemy, he is the one constantly attacking, trying to keep that from happening, I believe. He wants to bring and give you the love that your heart may need most to heal from things. He wants to love you, to restore joy, to put that smile on your face, to restore hope. Because when I was going through everything, God was that person that had restored hope. God wasn't the person that, was bringing like more pain. That was the enemy trying to knock me down. But God was the person that was restoring my hope. He was restoring my joy, loving me, bringing healing, bringing restoration. And I hope you will hear this message. And I hope out of all the times that I spoke about God's love, I hope that you guys would just know that you are so loved by Him and that He wants to love you. And I hope that you guys would see God as the person that loves you so much. That the enemy, he is the one that tries to wreak a lot of havoc in our lives. But God is the one that wants to work that situation for good. He wants to bring good into your life. Restore your hope. Bring healing and restoration. And I hope you would know God, He is your refuge. The enemy is the one that we want to fight. He is the one that we want to be aware of, to learn how he operates. But he is the one that tries to steal, kill, and destroy. In fact, I believe it's First Peter, it says, your enemy, your adversary, goes around like a prowling lion, seeking someone he will devour. He is literally ruthless. He seeks who he can devour. He's always trying to attack, to bring pain, to bring hurt. And I believe he's always constantly not only trying to attack us humans, but God too. And it makes sense because he wanted to exalt himself above God. So any good thing that God is trying to bring into life, into people's situations, circumstances, one, it's going to make him super mad, but two, he's going to want to attack that. He's going to want to try to prevent that from happening. And he's going to want to turn as many people against God as he can and to think badly about God. He is light. He is love. Jesus is the light of the world. He is our only hope. Without him, we don't have hope in this world. When we feel completely weak, when we are struggling, when we feel broken, he is our only hope. When we need a power so much greater than ours. When evil and destruction and suffering and pain has tried to take over, he is the one. God is the one that brings good. He is the one that brings healing. He is the one that brings restoration. The one that is a light in the darkest places. So, I've just been reflecting on this a lot, and I'm looking at my life, and I'm looking at how God has redeemed and restored all the things that the enemy has tried to destroy in my life. And has brought me to this point in my life. And that when I have come to God, he wanted to love me. He wanted to build me back up. He wanted to bring healing and restoration only the way he can. He wanted to restore my hope. Despite how dark things have been for so long. And I hope this video can give you hope that God, he is the one that wants to bring good into your situation, that you would know he loves you, that he wants good things for you. He wants to restore your hope and your joy and turn what the enemy meant for evil, to turn it for good, to turn it into a testimony, to turn it into something that can help other people that are hurting and struggling, and bring glory to his name, the one who loves you, the name above every name that reigns forever, who nothing can come against. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all are doing okay. I hope you guys have a happy holidays, and if I do not film another video closer to the day. Then I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for watching. God bless you.